Okay, guys, let's get started. So, in the last session, we have discussed about Android enrollment. We enrolled Android device and we saw the options, um, what all options we have in Android enrollment. There are 4 different profiles, right? So let me show you again. So when you go to the devices here and then you go to Android and then you go to enrollment, you have 4 different enrollment profiles. So I showed you this one, corporate owned, fully managed, dedicated device, and this one, corporate owned device with fully with work profile. And I think somebody used this profile to enroll his device. I don't remember. I
Yes,
think
the ship myself I did for the personal
Venkat, right?
standard. Yeah.
Okay. So you enrolled your personal device. Okay, good. Now in today's session, we will see what all things you can do on Android device. So I'll take you to my Android devices. Let me go to devices and all devices. So you see, this is my device, Kashif for Android for work. Okay. And it is being managed by Intune and it's a corporate device, right? Compliant and OS is Android fully managed. This is operating system and the primary user and the last check-in time. When was the last time it communicated with the Intune server? Now let me click on this mobile and then we have wipe, delete, remote lock, reset passcode, restart. These options are available. I showed you the wipe option already. Now here we have serial number of the device, then the model, right? Then the manufacturer, right? Last check-in time. Okay. Then when you go to the hardware, you see the hardware details of this device. So like Wi-Fi MAC address, IPv4. Okay. Then enroll date, last contact, right? Then it shows you the operating system version, then build number, right? Serial number. Okay. Discovered apps. What all applications are present on my device? It is showing the list of applications which are present on my device. Okay. These are the list of applications. Okay. Then we have discover device compliance. It is, I haven't deployed any compliance policy on this device. That's the reason it does not show any compliance policy here except the default one. Default, you know, default is to find out whether the device is active or inactive. Okay, so that does not show any status. It gives error message. It will go away the moment you deploy any compliance policy to the device. This error will go away. Device configuration to find out if any configuration, if you have applied any configuration to the devices, you will see up here. App configuration, the application configuration, you can see it here. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Okay, so today we will see how to deploy applications on Android device. So apps, and then you go to Android, and then there are various applications I have added already, but I'm gonna show you how to add some more applications. Okay. For example, let me click on add, and there are various options available. So store app. So in store app, we go with this one. The Android store app. This is for um, this one, the Google Play Store, right? The public Google Play Store. And this one is the managed Google Play Store. So generally we deploy application through this one, managed Google Play Store. So I'm going to choose managed Google Play Store. and select. So what all applications you would like to deploy, you can choose it here, or you can search on the top. So for example, I'm gonna search Citibank. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna choose um, Citibank, City Mobile, select. Okay, for example, um, Zepto. Okay, let me select this one as well. Then 1 minute. Then I'm gonna search mm, Blinkit. Okay, these are some applications which I am adding. Okay, for example, SBI. Okay, so I have selected the applications, and then once you have selected all of them, you need to click on sync. Okay, when you sync, all the applications will show up here in a few seconds. So City Mobile, you see, City Mobile. I think City Mobile was already there. Zepto, no, Zepto is not here. Blinkit is not there. You'll have to wait for some more time. Yeah, there you go. Blinkit, right? Then Zepto, yeah, Zepto is there, right? And SBI, SBI will, yeah, SBI. Okay, so all the applications which we have synchronized, they are showing up here. So now let's deploy these applications. Okay, so I'm gonna deploy for example. So we'll go to the properties of this, and then everything is already added. You just have to go to the assignment, edit the assignment, and deploy to the device. Either you deploy in required mode or you deploy in available mode. Depends on your requirement. So I'll go with available mode. Okay. First of all, let me create a group of Android device and Android user. Okay. So there are two groups I'm going to create. First, Android device underscore group. Okay. And let me add my device into that one. So which one is my device? I think it is this one, the 14th. No, 14th one, right? Ugh, um, which device is this? Uh, this is, yeah, I think this is the one. Okay, this is the latest one, 4th of October. Create. Let me find out if I have added the correct device or not. So all devices, 4th of, yes, 12:10 p.m. Yeah, this is the one which we have added. Okay, so I created a group, and now I'm gonna create a user group. So let me go to group, and the second group is going to be 2.android user group. Okay, I'm gonna add my account here. So Kashif. So there are two groups I have created. Device group. You see the first one, device group, and the second one, user group. Now let's go ahead and add the application. So apps, Android, and for example, Blinkit, right? Let me go to the properties of this and edit. Now here we can, in available, we always have to add the user group. As you see, assignment options are only valid for user group, not device group. Okay, you cannot deploy on device group here in the available one, but in required one you can deploy to device group. Okay, that's not a problem. But here you cannot go with um, device group. So I'm gonna click on add group. Sorry, um, Android user group. Okay, so Blinkit will be available in some time. Let me make other applications available. For example, um, HDFC properties, and then edit, and I'll make it available. This one. Then I'm gonna make Myntra, add group, user group. Okay. Then I'll gonna make Zepto, right? Properties, edit, and available. Okay. Now let me deploy an application in required mode, forceful installation. So these will be available, right? Now the next one, for example, I would like to install one application forcefully. Let's say SBI, this one, properties and edit. And in this one, I'll add the device group in the required one. So I'll go to the add group and then choose device group here. Okay, so device group is added. Let me see the status on my device, whether the device is showing up or not. Okay, I see HDFC one on my device. Now SBI application. Okay, looks like it's taking little more time to get the policy, guys. Okay, we'll have to wait for some more time. Okay, so by the time it is taking some more time to get the application, um, let's do something else. So I hope you guys understood the concept how to deploy application, which is through Google managed, managed Google Play Store. Now let me add again. So you can deploy web link, built-in app, line of business application, and Android enterprise system app. There are various options available, but generally we go with this one, managed Google Play app. Now, the Android Store app is not for us. Okay. For example, go to Google Play Store and find out the application and copy and paste it. So here you can copy and paste it. For example, you type in HDFC or any application if you would like to deploy on mobile device. You type in the name of the application, description, and you need to go to Play Store, and search your application here. Okay. You need to search HDFC, for example, and then you need to click on HDFC and copy this link. Okay, copy the link and paste it here. Okay, sorry, this is publisher for HDFC is the publisher. Now here you have to enter the URL. Okay, minimum operating system. It will install, let's say I don't want to install an old version. So anything which is 8.0 or greater, it should install the application on version 8.0 or greater. Okay. Category, you can choose the category, for example, productivity. Then logo, you can upload the logo of your application. So you can upload the logo. I'm gonna skip that one. So you need to download the logo of that application and upload. Next, then you have option to deploy it in required mode, available mode, available with or without enrollment. So you can also deploy this on devices which is not yet enrolled. Okay, so I'm gonna go with available one. So okay, next and create. So this is the other method, guys. You guys understood the concept? Mm-hmm. Then we have add, and you choose web link. Okay. So to add web link, copy and paste its website URL into app information. Intune will create a shortcut URL on a signed device screen. Web apps are not supported on Android enterprise devices with work profile. So it does not support on enterprise Android enterprise devices with work profile. Okay, on other profile you can deploy. So web link is how that works. Select and then you type in, for example, tinyurl.com. This is the link. Okay, so tinyurl, 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 and then here you have to paste the link. Okay, require manage browser to open? No. Okay, you can give the logo and go next, and then deploy in available or required mode. Okay, so I'm gonna go with available. Okay, but this is not gonna work for Android enterprise device with work profile. So my device is falling under that category. So it's not gonna show this URL. Now add, then you have built-in apps. So add managed Microsoft 365 and managed non-Microsoft apps for Android and iOS devices. So you can select and add. So you can choose, you can sort by platform, or, you can deploy some applications. These are the list of applications which you can deploy. For example, I would like to deploy Viva Engage, VBrick Mobile. These are Android. Okay. Unique moments. Okay. Select. So I have chosen these three applications. Next and create. And then you go to the properties of that and edit the assignment and deploy in either required mode or available mode. I'll go with available mode. Okay. So we deployed it in available mode. Let me go back and add. So line of business application. This is for um, applications which you have developed, like your organization has developed some applications, in-house application, and then you would like to deploy on users devices. So choose APK, and then you have to have APK file. Okay, APK file. So let me click on select the app package file. I think I have already downloaded APK file, the VLC media player APK file. Yeah, this is the one, VLC media player APK file I downloaded from VLC website. Select. So you have to give the name of the application, for example, VLC media player. Description, publisher. Now platform, you can deploy this application on Android device administrator or open source project. So our device falls under, my device falls under Android for work. Okay, so it is not going to work. This deployment will not work on my device because it is only possible for these two platforms. My device platform is Android for work. Okay. So for example, the device falls under this category, then you choose that one, then you choose the minimum version, for example, 8.0, then next, and make it available or required. I'll go with available. For example, I'll choose this. Okay. Clear? Any question? Anyone so far? All good? Hmm?
No questions.
No question, Kashif.
Okay, so next thing is um, compliance policies on Android devices. So you can go to Android, and then you go to compliance, and then you can create compliance policies. Okay. So for example, let me delete these policies. Okay. Okay, so here you can create compliance policies. So I'm going to click on create policy, and then our device falls under this one, Android Enterprise. Okay, so I'm going to go with that one. Now, is it fully managed or personally owned? So Venkat, you will have to choose personally owned. I will choose this one, fully managed. Okay, create.
Sure.
Now here, um, OS version compliance policy. OS version compliance policy. Next. So here you have various options. For example, I'll go to device properties and OS version. So minimum version should be 10.0, for example. So if the device is lower than this, then the device will be non-compliant. If the device is greater than this, then the device will be compliant. Okay. So next. Now, in case if the device is non-compliant, it will mark the device non-compliant immediately. You can also retire the device or send push notification to the user, send email to the user, remotely lock the device, or add the device in the retire list. Let's say after 10 days, the device will reset. I mean, not reset, but it will unenroll the device. Okay. Next. And then you can deploy this policy to the device group here. So it's going to find out the device status and let me know whether the device is compliant or non-compliant. Okay. Second, Android Enterprise, fully managed, create. So device password compliance policy. So I need all the devices to have a strong password. Okay. So if the password is there, strong password is there, then the device will be considered as compliant, otherwise non-compliant. Okay. The next. So um, yeah. So require a password to unlock device. If not configured, the use of password is optional. Left to configure. Okay. So here it is. The require a password to unlock the device. Yes. So every device needs to have a password to unlock the device. Now password should be alphanumeric with symbol. Okay. Minimum password length should be 10. Okay. Number of character, let's say 4 character. Number of lowercase 2, uppercase 1 minimum. Okay. Number of non, let's say 2. Okay. Then number of non-numeric character 1, symbol 1. Okay. The minimum inactivity in case if the device is uh, not in use, right? It's inactive. I mean, user is not using the device is idle. Then after 1 minute, it will ask for password again. Okay, maximum minutes of inactivity before password is required. After 1 minute, it will ask for password again. So it will get logged basically. A number of days until the password expires. The password will get expired every 90 days. Every 3 months, user will have to reset the password. Number of password user can reuse. User cannot reuse last 3 passwords. User cannot use last 3 passwords. Require encryption, not needed. Okay. So this is the compliance setting which we have given. So if the device does not have 10-character password, does not have 4 character, does not have 2 lowercase, does not have uppercase, for example, then what will happen? The device will be marked as non-compliant. Okay. Next, and create. I did not apply this policy. You can apply this policy to the device group. Okay. Third, I mean. So Android Enterprise fully managed create device encryption compliance policy. So device needs to be encrypted. Okay. So here it is require encryption. Okay. Next, next, and then add group, which I don't want to apply. Okay. So you can deploy this to the device group and then next, create. So it is going to find out the device is encrypted or not. If it is encrypted, then it will mark the device as compliant, otherwise non-compliant. Okay. Now I'll show you the configuration profile. So here we have configuration profile. So I'm going to go to configuration and you can deploy some configuration profile. Configuration profile is to apply the changes on the device. Suppose I want user to set a password, you know, like alphanumeric password. User will have to choose a password. Otherwise, user cannot use the device. So new policy, Android Enterprise fully manage. Venkat, you have to use this one, personally owned one. Below you have personally owned. Okay. I'll go with the upper one, fully managed. So I'll go with this device uh, password. Device restriction is there. So I'll go with device restriction. Okay. Create. Password configuration profile. Password. Where is password? Work profile password. Is that the one? General. Device password. Sorry. Device password. Okay. Okay. So device password. So required password type should be alphanumeric and same option for like 2, then 1, then 1, 1, then 1. Okay. Password expiry 90 days. Okay. 3. Now, number of sign-in failure before wiping the device. If user is trying to unlock the device after 10 wrong attempts, the device will go for a factory reset. Disable lock screen feature, all feature. Okay. Require unlock frequency. Require unlock frequency. 24 hours since last pin, password or pattern. Not needed. Okay. Disable lock screen. We'll leave that as it is. Okay. Next. And then you can deploy this to the device group. I don't want to apply this policy on my device. Okay. Create. Second policy. So device restriction, for example, device restriction policy. Next. So here we have various options like personal profile, work profile, password, connectivity, applications, right? I'll go with general one. So screen capture, I don't want user to use a screen capture. Camera block, okay. Default permission, that's okay. Date and time change, user cannot change date and time. Roaming data service block, Wi-Fi access point, leave it as a Bluetooth. I don't want user to use Bluetooth. Tethering, USB, external media block, okay. Factory reset, system update. Then volume change, factory reset, status bar, Wi-Fi change, USB storage. Oh, not configured. Network escape, notification window disable, skip first, use hints, locate device allow. Okay. So there are various options which you can enable or disable, depends on your requirement. And then next, and then add the group of your Android devices, and then next create. So this is how you do the configuration. Okay. Clear, guys? Everyone?
Yes, Kashi.
Okay. So this is how we do the Android compliance policies and configuration profile. You can also do the application protection policy for Android. Like user cannot copy the data from work profile into personal profile. Okay. So in my phone, I have two profile, work profile and personal profile, right? So I don't want user to copy anything from work profile to personal profile. So here we have apps and then application protection policy, and then you can create application protection policy for Android. So application protection policy for Android devices. Next. So target policy to all apps, all Microsoft apps or core apps. So I want all apps, okay? So user will not be able to copy data from work profile, any application data from work profile into personal profile. Next. Now backup organization data to Android backup service. No. I don't want work data to get backed up in Android services. Send organization data to other apps. So no, it should be only policy within the policy managed app. That means work to work a user can send from Teams application to Outlook, from Outlook to you know work application like Teams. So that is possible, but from Outlook to Gmail not possible. From Teams to Gmail not possible. So within the policy managed app, within the work profile applications, it will be allowed, but not outside. Okay. Now select to exempt. You can also do the exemption. Save copies of the organization data block. Okay. Allow user to save copy. Save copies. Yes. User can save the organization data, but where? Okay, block, but allow user to save the copies data selected service. User can save only on OneDrive, for example. User cannot save in local phone, local storage, or box, or SharePoint, or photo library. User will be able to save it only in OneDrive. Okay. Uh, Transfer telecommunication data like contact data, any dialer app. So if you don't want, you can choose none. I'll go with the default one. Restrict copy and paste between other applications. So it will happen within policy managed apps. Okay, then screen capture and Google Assistance block. Okay, approve. Printing block. Okay, so most of the things we have blocked. Now we'll go next. Now, in order to access work application, let's say user is accessing Outlook or Teams, will it prompt for a password? Yes. So user will have to have extra authentication to access work profile application. So require numeric, allow 4-digit pin minimum or 8-digit pin or 6-digit. Then biometric, you can block that one, depends on your requirement. Okay, rest everything is okay. Next, and then next, and then apply this to the group, and then next, finish. This is how we create application protection policy for Android applications. Yes. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Excuse me, guys. Okay, guys. So we have discussed about Android. Now we are going to discuss about iOS. Anyone using iOS device here? Hmm?
Yes, I do.
I have a spare iPad.
You have? Okay. Share your screen. Okay, so for iOS, there is a different process altogether. You need to have certificate from Apple. Apple will give you the certificate, then only you can manage their devices. Otherwise, you cannot manage iOS devices. So let's go to iOS and iPad. Now go to enrollment at the left hand side. You see the prerequisite is there. Prerequisite is Apple MDM push certificate is required. The certificate, without this certificate, you cannot proceed further. You will have to have a certificate, and who will give you the certificate? It is Apple. So let's click on Apple MDM push certificate. And now choose I agree first. Second, you need to click on download your CSR, the code signing request file, the application file, which will help you to get certificate. Third, click on create your MDM push certificate. So it's pretty straightforward, guys. There are 5 steps. Now type in your Apple ID here. Do you know your Apple ID? If you don't have Apple ID, you can create your Apple ID below. Okay, that option is there. Create yours on now. Now continue with password. Okay, click on create certificate. Now here you need to click on check the box and then accept. Now upload the CSR file which you downloaded. Click on choose file and upload your CSR file. Yes, upload. The moment you upload, it is gonna give you the certificate. Okay, so download the certificate now. Okay, now let's go back to the Intune portal. Now, point number 4, type in your Apple ID there, which you have entered on the Apple website.
So I have two devices. Will it select all two devices or how does it?
No, one certificate is sufficient for all the devices. Okay, open, upload. This certificate is for 1 year. Every year you have to renew the certificate. Otherwise, you will not be able to um, manage your Apple devices. Okay,
So I can exclude one devices and
you
do the
can,
other device. Yeah.
you
Okay.
can, you can. Now let's refresh this page. And then click on Apple MDM push certificate. You see it is added active and it is gonna get expired next year on 6th of October. Up. Okay. Now we will so the iPad is like you can format that device. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, so there are enrollment options, as you see, enrollment types. Then we have device platform restriction, device limit restriction, and enrollment notification. And bulk enrollment, that bulk enrollment we are not doing here. Bulk enrollment comes into the picture when you take devices from Apple directly, multiple devices in bulk, then you can go with Apple configurator or enrollment program tokens. Okay, so that's for vendor. Now let's go with enrollment types. Let's click on enrollment types below. Let's create profile iOS iPad. Type in iOS iPad.
Is
Next.
it possible, Kashev, is it possible to do the bulk deployment of Apple devices on this Intune?
No, not here, but bulk for the vendor will help you with the serial number of the device and the MAC address of the device. If you have like hundreds of devices, they will help you with the list of, just like Windows Autopilot,
Yes.
right? Next. Now, web-based device enrollment, then user enrollment with company portal, account-driven user enrollment, device enrollment with company portal. So there are various options available, right? Let's go with the second option, user enrollment with company portal. Next. And then deploy this. Who will enroll the device? You can apply to the same group. Click on add group.
So we did not create a group for.
Windows 10 user group is there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, choose that. Windows 10 user group. Select. Next, finish. Okay, so we have chosen. Now on your Apple device, you need to download company portal.
Okay.
Company portal application from Play Store.
Intune company portal.
Yes, Intune company portal. And then you have to use which account? Who are part of that group? Windows 10 user group. Members. Ashwarya. Okay, so choose this user account to log into that portal.
Okay. I guess I need to reset the password.
Have you logged in?
Yes. So it's asking me set up AV18 access. So install Microsoft Authenticator, review
Mm-hmm.
privacy information, download management profile,
Download
install.
management profile and install. Yes.
So for Authenticator, I can use the work account, right, Kashif?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you enroll your device. Okay.
Yes, Kashif.
We'll see the options tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Anybody else would like to enroll, you can do the enrollment. We'll see other options tomorrow. Okay, guys. Any question before we wrap it up?
Did you record the training?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye now.
Thank you.